I'm going to show you my fireworks show for this year. Did something new this year. I've never done this before. I fused all my firework cakes together to go off, obviously not at the same time, but in sequential order. So what I did, well, first off, there's, I think just on the board there's 4,000 grams of powder. Usually each one of these, except for the three small ones, each of these big ones are 500 grams of gunpowder, black powder, whatever you want to call it. So what I did was light here. Okay, these are gonna sit off to the side. These are like for little funny show starters, whatever you want to call it. So the firecrackers will go off. Little zoomers will zoom up in the air. It's gonna come over here, and it's going to tee off of here, and it's gonna go up both sides of the Roman candles. It's going to start lighting the Roman candles off. At the same time those are lighting off, the Saturn missiles are going to be going off. And as you can see here, what I did was I tied into one of the rockets off of the Saturn missile. So when this row fires, it's going to ignite this fuse, and then it's going to send it down here. It's going to start this artillery shell cake here. And then as that's going, the fuse that's tapped into there is going to burn down here. And then by the time that cake is done, this one's going to start. Now what I did on the inside of this cake, I tapped into the back of it. So when this cake is just about done, I think once it reaches this shell, it's going to ignite another fuse. And that fuse is going to burn all the way back and around and come over to this one. And I timed it out so by the time this one burns and comes all the way across and starts this one, these two are just about done. So this one's going to go, and then off of this one it daisy chains, comes around the front, and then sets this one off. And then this one I did the same thing. I tapped into the back of it. So as soon as this one's done, this one's going to go, and then when this one's done, it's also daisy chained from the back, and it's going to ignite this one. Now the finale, which is this box here, this is a 2-minute finale, so from start to finish it takes 2 minutes to shoot this off. So what I did was, to start the finale, I ran another long fuse around the back of this one in here. So as this one's igniting, it's igniting the fuse for the finale. So by the time this box gets done, this fuse will be done burned, and this show will start. And then I tapped into about 3/4 of the way into the shells on this one. So once we reach the end of this cake, these two are going to start firing off. And then also my 2-inch mortars in the back, those are equally tied into the start of the super finale. So once the 2-minute super finale starts, it's going to light the fuse for the 2 mortars. So I'm hoping, and like I said, this is my first year doing this, so it's going to be a trial by fire, literally. So I'm hoping that once we reach the end of this finale, that's going off, these are going off, and then the 2-inch mortars go off, all kind of within the same amount of time to give it total finale, whatever you want to call it. So pretty excited. I'd actually like to go let this thing off now, but then it's going to take away all the fun Saturday night. So we'll see you later.